with one of Fairport's celebrities, Mary, who I didn't know her last name because most people call her Gas Station Mary.
Correct.
Right. But why is that? Because that's where you...
Because I run a gas station.
Yeah, that's what I just to let people know.
Yep.
But her real name is Mary Carey, which I you must... Is that bad? Should I not say that?
No.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Because I think most people would... I don't know. I'm trying to think of nicknames for you and stuff when you were
She's
a kid.
like the mayor of Fairport.
She is like the mayor of Fairport. This is the thing. And she said to me, I want to help the VFW because they're helping to celebrate America's 250th birthday. Yep. And it's a big deal. And I said, sure, that would be fine. And that's what we're doing. What is happening with the VFW?
You can ask Mike that question.
Mike, what's happening with it? Mike, what do you do with the VFW?
So I'm the past commander of the VFW. I was commander for 5 years, and currently I'm now the president of Parent and Overseas Veterans, which is the business side of the post.
Okay.
So I'm running that side.
And how is that? Because there's a lot for veterans that is not, I think, often taken care of.
Right.
In a proper way.
You know, we do what we can.
Sure.
With the people that we have, you know, it's volunteers are key for us right now. And even though we are the third largest VFW post in New York State, which is incredible because we're not near major military installations or guard or reserve units. Sure, we have those here, but just not a lot.
Yeah.
But this post has been big for decades, and we're doing our best to maintain it. It's just that right now our volunteer base, they're aging out. So
yeah,
we're just finding other ways to keep doing what we do.
It's strange, right? Because where did you serve?
So I was overseas in Korea.
Okay.
And I ended up, my time in the military was up just before 9/11 happened.
Okay. Were you Army?
Air Force, but I was Army support. So I was attached to the Army.
Yeah. My brother-in-law oversaw the Pacific Rim. He was a West Point grad and Army, and did that. I think he was Captain Buniscus. I don't know if that name means anything.
No, I was a weather guy, so I was attached to forward deployed Apache and Black Hawk medevac units.
Wow. Jeez. Like I always feel like we just don't do enough for the men and women who have served, because there's a lot that they saw or deal with, and you know what I mean, that we just don't do enough. So it's nice to know that the VFW is there. I always knew the VFW as a cheap place to drink. I'm sorry.
But, you know,
inexpensive. The booze was not cheap. It was just less expensive.
Let's be honest. It is a cheap place to drink.
Yeah.
It's a great place to drink. But one of the biggest things I've been pushing against or fighting, I guess, since I became commander many years ago, is the perception of the VFW, because far too often it's just seen as old timers sitting around a bar smoking and drinking,
right,
and telling old war stories and whatever else. Now, don't get me wrong, we all like to enjoy our beverages and we tell our stories, and we all catch each other telling the same stories over and over. But what we do at that VFW post is amazing, because whether it's our honor guard that provides military honors to veterans when they've passed, right, which is huge for the families, because it offers closure.
Yes.
And that's why I joined the VFW post initially, as I joined the honor guard many years ago. And well, I mean, I guess I joined the post, but it took me 9 years before I walked in the door, and it was to join the honor guard.
Okay.
So, you know, we do a lot of outreach with the schools right now. Like right now I'm working with a teacher, Erica McDermott, at Northside Schools. We're going to do something for America's 250th on, I think it's June 11th.
Okay.
For the fifth graders at Northside.
Flag Day, right? No, that's June 14th.
June 14th.
My bad.
But, you know, a lot of it, she wants veterans to come in and talk about the flag. You know, we do a lot of stuff in the schools. We're out in our community. I've gotten us engaged more in Fairport and in Parenton. You know, back in the day, we were a pillar of our community, and that just kind of went away, and we were off on our own little world up on that hill.
Yeah.
So one of my biggest goals was to get us back out there, because everybody says, hey, we should support the vets, but the vets need to show the community that we support them as well. And we've really gotten out there and been doing a much better job at that.
Okay. That's an interesting thought I hadn't had. The veteran should show that they support the community as well.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
interesting. And you're right. I think that was the perception of that. But I always think that we should be helping in some way, because I don't think you can assess somebody's trauma of what they experienced anywhere. I have no idea what that's like. I've never served. I don't know.
You know, we always say that nobody understands the needs of a veteran like another veteran.
Yeah.
And the VFW exists versus, say, the American Legion, right? Because to join the VFW, you have to have been overseas. You have to have been in a combat zone. That doesn't mean that we're better than anybody else. I look at anybody.
No, but it is people who have a shared experience.
Right. It's the shared experiences.
Yeah.
So
and that's okay.
Our right. You know, our experiences are a little different than somebody who, not through their own fault, didn't leave, you know, stateside. They never,
Sure.
you know, they raised their hand. They took the oath. They were willing to give their lives in defense of our country if called upon. So, you know, all veterans, to me, whether you served overseas or you're not, hey, we're all equal. We're all brothers and sisters in service. We all signed up to defend our country, but our experiences when you've gone overseas, you've been in combat zones, it's just a little different than if you never left Fort Polk.
I think that's well said. Yeah, it'd be very different.
Yeah.
Fort Polk might, you know, it's like Cushing. Come on. I know it's not.
Yeah. Oh, it's not. I avoided that place.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. All right. Tell me what's happening though. So this is a fundraiser for the VFW, an outreach program. What's happening?
It's a fundraiser. It's a large scale, hopefully, community get together.
Okay.
You know, we just want to.
What day? Saturday,
June 13th.
Saturday, June 13th.
So the day before Flag Day.
Correct.
Yes.
Will there be a flag ceremony?
We're gonna have on Freedom Hill, which is our monument memorial area. There's going to be like a very small birthday style ceremony.
Okay.
We really want this to be fun.
Yes.
You know, a lot of our events are, you know, like Memorial Day's coming up, right? I plan that parade and ceremony, and it's solemn, right? Because of what we're honoring and remembering, you know, so I really wanted this to
be. What are you talking about? There's solemn, there's sales, and there's barbecues, and there's rain this week. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no. It's kind of weird, right? The way we profit off of. Right. That always bothered me a little bit with Memorial Day.
Yeah. Everybody's always happy Memorial Day. No, it's not.
It's just,
you know,
yes.
You know, and we do that. And like, you know, when I'm out in the community, when I do my little speaking portion of the ceremonies, I always try to bring that up, just understand the difference and know what Memorial Day is. So, you know, that said, I really wanted June 13th as we celebrate America's 250th birthday. Let's be honest, we live in the greatest country on earth, and it's been defended and fought for and preserved by our men and women in uniform. And as a veterans group, we wanted to just, you know, celebrate our country. We want to get the community involved. We want to bring them out. And in turn, you know, it's going to be a fundraiser because we have raffles and gift baskets to raffle off.
No chicken barbecue or something?
There's going to be food on site, you know, simple food. You know, hot dogs, hamburgers, salads.
Oh, come on. The VFW always does great food. I remember chicken barbecues and things as a kid.
Well, our food program is just getting back into. That's something that had gone away for quite some time. So we're just getting that back. So like
you're doing a lot over there.
Yeah, we are.
And
our food is open to the public too. So
your food's open to the public. So tell me, okay. This isn't going the way I thought it would, and I think it's better, and I'm going to run a full thing, but that's okay. No. I think it's better. I wasn't sure. You ever try to talk to Mary?
Oh, all the time.
She doesn't give you full. It's like she speaks in incomplete sentences.
I'm Canadian, okay?
I know.
She dabs around a little.
She what?
She dabs around a little.
Yeah, she's. I think Mary is absolutely wonderful and one of the most loving people that you will ever meet, and is very kind to everybody. And I see people run around and try to scare the shit out of her at certain bars and things like that, just to see her jump up and scream.
Yeah,
that's what happens. Let's talk about the VFW as an organization and what what it means to the community, I guess, is I would think in certain parts of the country now, you're seeing less of them.
Yes, definitely.
Because as you said, they're aging out.
Right. They're aging out.
And there was nothing that was necessarily attractive to somebody who may be in Iran right now or whatever. And when they come back, they would be eligible, I would assume, to join the VFW.
Correct.
But it's where my grandpa was, or, you know what I mean? Or my dad and his buddies from Nam. And I just, I think that's the perception, but I'm learning from you right now that isn't an accurate perception, that this is actually a really, an organization that tries to give back to the community, be part of the community, and help out veterans' families.
That's exactly what we're trying to do. VFW Post, unfortunately, I mean, and it's not just a VFW problem, it's a civic organization in general.
I agree with
Lions,
that.
Rotary, right? Membership is down, participation is down.
Right.
I look at just me personally, kind of things I got going on. I have a 14 and a 17-year-old. I work 2 jobs, one full-time, one part-time through the school district. I coach baseball. I coach my son's travel baseball team. He plays on 2 baseball teams. There's always something going on. And then when I got wrapped up in the VFW, for the honor guard, which led me into the officer chain, I just, everybody has so many things going on. And right now, a lot like these organizations are failing because people just don't know how to make time, or maybe they don't realize the importance of these organizations. And
I would go with the latter,
probably,
because I think if you want to, you will.
Right.
I mean, that's always my thinking on a lot of things is always, if you want to, you will. And I know we're all busy, right? I could give you just as you did, right? The same types of stuff. But if you want to, you'll find the time to do it if it means something to you. And I think what I'm hoping our conversation is it makes people, forgive my French, give a shit about the VFW.
Yeah, I hope so too. I was very fortunate as I started to get involved. My wife was super supportive. There was times
she just wants you out of the house, bro.
Well,
every time you're home, you're messing something up. You got muddy feet. You're leaving your socks on the floor. I mean, come on, pal. What are we going on here?
Are you supposed to be somewhere?
No wonder why she wants me to run the American Legion team. No, but with her support, I was able to go out. When my son was doing Little League, she would take over the baseball team so I could go to post meetings. And because it's unfortunate we do business once a month. That's just how it goes. Right. So you got to be there. Those are important. But our VFW Post as a whole, right now, even in just Monroe County, if you look at Monroe County on the east side, there's only one VFW Post that has a home, like a brick and mortar home, and that's Fairport VFW.
And where is it again?
300 Macedon Center Road.
Okay.
Just outside the village.
Gotcha.
So Webster has a post with 100-ish members, but they sold their grounds and building because they couldn't maintain it anymore with volunteers. We've looked into possibly having landscapers come and cut our grass just as our volunteers were dwindling, and we would have gone broke in X amount of years. Right. So just that kind of engaged more people to come in and help volunteer and help out and do what we do. So, now with these volunteers, keeping our grounds, keeping our post home, it gives veterans a comfortable, safe place to go. And it's not just about sitting at the bar and drinking bourbon. And
I mean,
beers
I like that.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it too. We have a really good bourbon selection because that's my choice, right?
Wow, my man! Look at this
on social media. I put out there. I said, "Does your VFW Post have Buffalo Trace on your bar?"
Wow, I doubt that. I haven't seen. Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, so we enjoy that. We enjoy the bar. We enjoy the camaraderie. After we've done so much out in our community, after we've done funerals and school events, and we've supported other veterans organizations, we've worked with families. If a family, sometimes when our guard and reserve units are deployed, a family runs into a situation that they need repairs or something like that, we have money in our relief fund. When you see our VFW members and supporters out in the community distributing poppies, any money donated to that goes right into a fund that can only be used to support veterans or veterans families, right? So and so is deployed overseas and they have a plumbing issue and we find out about it and the bill's $1,000 and money's tight. we can go in there and we'll take a vote, and then
I love it.
we'll donate some, if not all, to cover that cost. I
Right.
mean, that's what we do. You know, it's not just the drinking and the BSing, right? That's all fun, good times afterwards.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, the heart of our post is taking care of each other.
But I would assume, and forgive me, maybe I shouldn't assume, right? What does that do? Makes an ass out of me.
You and me.
Well, this wouldn't be you being an ass. Can I go there and drink?
So,
Or do I need to be sponsored by somebody, so to speak?
you need to be sponsored by somebody, so to speak.
Let's make that happen.
Our yeah, absolutely.
Not only because, here's what I'm thinking is my reason for asking that is sometimes I would assume, is there a percentage of the bar that even goes to fund these things? If we cover our costs at the bar, right? Whatever that Buffalo Trace, no wonder they don't. I'm just saying, now once you cover the cost of the bar, could some of that money also be used then or allocated to some of these great things that you're doing?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, it all works hand in hand.
But you said something about the food potentially being open to the public.
So our food is open to the public. So we have Chef Will from Favorite Flavors. He cooks for us on Thursday nights. He does chicken wing night. All of that, we're revamping that a little bit. He does fish fries and other food on Fridays for the VFW, and then he does other sporadic. You know, Cinco de Mayo, he had a menu for us. He's looking to do some things on Tuesdays for us.
And this is like I can go in and buy.
Yep. And
Okay.
it's all open to the public. You know,
Okay.
come on in, visit us. You know, and
It's a great way to get to know about that.
Right.
So, okay. So you bring up Thursday. This is where my head goes.
Okay.
We're getting into, it's cold today, but when we're taping this, but football, Thursday night football.
Yeah,
Do you show it?
we do.
Okay. And so if I wanted to go there on a Thursday night and eat,
Yep.
I can do that.
Absolutely.
Could I hang out then or no?
You can hang out.
Would I be able to have a beer?
You can enjoy beverages, and we offer them at member prices.
Okay.
Which is
Yeah, well,
are cheap.
It's less expensive. I don't want to. Cheap just sounds like, because Buffalo Trace is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to make it.
Hey,
but-
we give 2 ounces for $7.
Yeah. Okay. I think that is something that, yeah. I mean, you should really be. If that's something, I think it'd be a fun place to go watch a game. Honestly, to me. And it sounds like if anybody with chef in front of their name, unless you're making it up, it usually means the food's good.
Yeah, and
Right.
absolutely. No, Chef Will also works for Donnelly's too. So,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Yep.
he's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
During the Olympics, we opened early on Sunday morning for the gold medal hockey game,
Mhm.
which, you know, America versus Canada. And
Sorry, Mary.
Yeah.
no, not really, Mary. Sorry. But we were open, and that was open to the public. And we had a lot of people that found out about it.
Good.
And they came in and they were like, hey, what a great place to watch the game.
Yep.
And we get to support the VFW. And
Right.
then and just the conversations that build from that, when people come in and they start to say, even though they're hanging out in a bar, you know, as they talk to our members and they talk to the people that are involved, they're like, wow, you guys have a lot going on here. This is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, so perception was one of the biggest things that I was trying to change about who and what we are.
Right. It's a rebranding. I mean, it's
Yeah.
really what it is. You have a marketing issue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's a hard thing to overcome when it's so in the community. But I think it's conversations like this one where you find out that if I have a friend, if I have a loved one who's serving overseas and I have a tree fall on my roof and I'm having trouble meeting the cost to get it repaired, and it's got to be repaired, potentially I can get help from the VFW.
Right.
100%.
100%.
And I don't know if people know that, and that's a good thing for the community to know and to continue to support. You know, I think I always found this area to be wonderful, not having grown up here, in the philanthropic nature of everybody. Right. They certainly give to causes that are local, right? I'm a big fan of things where the money stays local. Not that there's anything wrong with a huge organization that helps out around the country or is a branch of that, but usually there's administrative costs and things like that. And I think when you have smaller stuff, not that there won't be, but it's not as big. And it's really about majority of your money is going to help the people that it's intended to help.
Right.
And I think that's real important to me. And I love knowing about this. I don't think I did know.
Right.
Right.
You know, I think, you know, and
They used to support Little League when I was a kid.
Oh, we still do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the highlight of my time in Little League was managing the VFW sponsored baseball team. I used to joke with my players and like, so I'm the one cutting the check, fellas. So we better go out there and win.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it. That's right.
You know, but we, you know, there's so much good things going on. When I took over, I looked into, I went to Bill Porre, the town historian, and I told him that I said, you know, when I give my speeches now for events, for our anniversary dinner, it's the same stuff that gets read every year. Right? Everybody could, you know, recite it.
Right.
And I said, I want to change it. I don't want to do the same stuff. And I said, when I go through the anniversary dinner, I want to talk about this post, the past that people don't know. And he brought up so much stuff for me to look at. And so I went in there, and instead of just reading the old traditional speech, we were created in 1946 and 1952, we sold blocks for 10 cents, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I went in there and I started talking about all the things that VFW was engaged in our community in the 50s and the 60s. And then I went into what we're doing now, how much money we donated and raised and donated.
You know what the great part about the 50s was?
Leave it to Beaver.
It was a great time to be a white man in America because you did not have a cell phone. You could disappear to the VFW. You tell her you're still at work. You left for lunch. You're out with your boys at the VFW having a great time. Nobody knows. Yeah. It's awesome. It was awesome. It was a great time. And I know it's the 1950s. I don't mean to be mean when I say it was a great time to be a white man, but it was.
Right.
That was it. Sorry.
Yeah. No. So, you know, when people, even our own members, started saying like, oh, I didn't know that we donated $30,000 over the past year. And I said, we did. And it's all, you know, tracked and accounted for. And I said, and in my first speech on our anniversary dinner, my first year as commander, I said, we were once a pillar of this community because we supported more than just us. We were out in the community. We were hosting dances for the public when dances were a thing. And I said, I want to go back to that and get us back out there.
I hear you. I think should bring back the dance. I think we should bring back the dances. Don't you? In a little. Come on.
I tried the John Travolta thing. I'm suck. I'm horrible.
Listen, that's okay. But what if you had what? Now, honest to God,
Mary twerking at one of our.
Oh man! Now, I mean, come on. Don't get me excited over here.
I'm ready to throw money down now.
But here's the thing that I why I say dancing, and I'm being dead serious. There are times where I will lay in bed and I'll reach for my phone to do just that doom scrolling bullshit.
Yep.
But one of the things I love, and now because I must have liked it or looked at a bunch of, is the ballroom dance competitions. They're a little more modern, but they're like these dance competitions, and these people are freaking amazing. There was this big fat guy, and he was incredibly limber and light on his feet. I'm like, look at this fat fuck. This is amazing. This is amazing. But what if you guys brought back like
it's Moby Dick on stilts?
Exactly. Do you ever rent out your space?
Yeah. So our back hall can comfortably seat 160 people. You can put almost 300 back there. We rent it out all the time. It's available for rent for parties, whatever.
I think I have to rent it. And do a live podcast with and we do a trivia game, and we just invite a bunch of our friends to come in. Would the bar be open?
Absolutely.
It would. We could do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's look at
Mary's dancing.
All right.
Mary's dancing, and I think we could do that. I think that'd be fun. It'd be a fun event. I think.
Listen, you come. I pay the sponsor fee. How's that?
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm dead serious because we've been talking about doing a live podcast, and the conversation was trying to do it around an event that's happening. And I'm like, I feel like it's a little saturated at this point, and I'm already part of it in a different way. So it's a comedy festival that's happening at the Comedy at the Carlson. And then they're like, well, we were supposed to do it for our 1,000th episode, and I didn't do it, and everybody's like, you never follow through on shit. And I'm like, well, there's conversations still happening trying to find a different date, but I'd almost like to do it like, I think this would be fun, and I think I'd like to talk to some of your veterans either in here or I can go out. I'm not going to bring all this stuff. I would for the live, but go out and talk to them about the 250th.
Yeah.
Just what it means to them as having served for the country and
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's amazing. And I'm sorry to be thinking out loud here,
You
but
can just set it right up at the bar and you be behind the bar like serving, but just asking questions. I think it'd be amazing.
that could be fun.
Yeah.
That could be fun. Are the bartenders and all volunteers?
No, we pay our bartenders.
You do.
We do.
Yeah.
You're volunteering.
I would be a volunteer, and here's why. I really don't know how to do it. I mean, I know how to drink. I just don't. I don't know how to
I
make
need
stuff.
a Miller Light. Just
Yeah, but
make sure
that
it's a
that I
Miller
could
Lite.
do. But the others, like if somebody goes, I want an old fashioned. Okay, let me tell you,
Find
he's
an
at
old
the end of
beer
the bar.
This beer can looks old. It's this.
Yeah, I just think that this would be a I don't know that will help, but I think that getting more word out about it is a really, really smart thing to do.
Yeah.
And I love that you're doing all this stuff. Now, let's talk about the 250th, though, that you're celebrating. This is to focus on America a little before 4th of July, which is going to be probably another big thing for VFW, at least in parades and things.
Right. We chose June 13th for it because, on July 4th, we've already got a parade. And as far as marchers go, the VFW, a lot of VFW members, it's light in the participation because people are gone to camps and they're doing their whatever.
Right.
Memorial Day is always bigger. Sometimes when we march in the ER Firemen's Parade, we get more people even for that one. Party in the park in Parrington, and there's just so many other things, and just so many other people are gone. They're camping, they're on enjoying the long weekends and stuff. So we said, let's do this a little bit early. Is just hey, this is going to be just a big event for America's 250th, and we're going to get everybody amped for the actual birthday.
Yeah, I love it.
Right. And so that's why we're doing it June 13th. Right.
So June 13th, if I show up, what can I expect?
Lots of
Okay.
things.
Well, see that now that's not telling me anything.
Well,
Give me specifics.
we're going to have a food truck.
Okay.
And
Do you know
then-
what food truck it is?
I do not know.
Okay.
But
I'm
could
not
be
sure the
hamburgers
name of
and
the
hot
food
dogs.
truck, but it's veteran owned food truck.
Yeah.
This is okay. I love great. Now I think that's an important piece of information. Are you learning?
I'm learning.
I'm teasing you. I hope you know I'm kidding.
Yeah. Get pen and paper, Mary.
I'm kidding, Mary. I'm kidding. Okay, so there'll be the food truck.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then we'll have a 50-50 draw.
okay.
We're going to have.
By the way, can I say something about the 50-50 draw?
Sure.
If you win, you asshole, give the money back. I mean, you're donating it, right? If you
Correct.
win, give it back. Don't be
Correct.
like, hey, all right, drinks on me at the VFW. That's where it is on you. Go on.
And then we're going to have raffle baskets off, things
Yep.
from, so many people in the community gave. And then we have high-end whiskeys
Yeah,
that we're going to do a separate raffle for.
yeah.
Some really good stuff like Weller's.
Yep.
Blanton's Gold.
That's some good stuff.
Some samurai shit.
Some what?
Some samurai shit.
Oh,
Some bottle's got a
Like-
samurai on top.
Oh,
Right?
No,
okay.
really
Let's
cool.
go.
Though. Really,
I'm sure it is extremely cool, but it sounds like it's from Asia. Is it an
Japan.
Asian? Okay, so that would be Asia, a Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
That. And Iron Smoke donated a barrel. So the local artist is going to paint it with the American flag on one side and the 250th on the other. And we'll raffle that off.
Oh, I
too.
want that.
So, and
Yeah.
she does really good work.
Right.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And Jumbo Shrimp will be playing
Love Jumbo Shrimp.
from 7 to 10.
Yep. Tom and Ian. I love those guys.
Yeah.
I think that. So from what time?
7 to 10.
7 to 10. Is this all inside, outside, combo?
It's going to be a combo. We're going to have, if it's nice, obviously we're going to have people outside. We'll have some things going on outside.
Yeah. The cornhole.
We thought about we wanted to have Jumbo Shrimp outside in our pavilion.
Yeah.
We just kind of ran into some lighting issues
Okay.
because right now we're in the process of being able to host bands more than we are. That's something that some of the younger members of our post want to work towards, whether it's once a month.
There
twice
we
a
go.
month. So,
I see. I
so-
smell the VFW coming alive.
Yeah.
And that's right.
It
That
is.
moldy old stink is moving off. I love it.
it has been a fight that has cost me a lot of the hair on top of my head, but we're in the right direction. And,
Yeah.
and there's just so much positivity going on with it and just upward motion.
Yeah.
So, Jumbo Shrimp coming in, so we're not set up for bands outside yet. So they're going to be in our back hall.
Okay.
But again, we're going to break down all the tables and chairs so we can have just a bunch of people back there having
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah.
7 to 10, like Mary said. So,
I think this is fantastic. And I will run that last part in other podcasts as well, just to really push it. So it's June 13th.
Mhm.
Come out. Mary's put all these baskets together. She spent hours and hours putting them all together. And aren't you? You're not going
Oh,
to
she's a godsend.
shrink wrap them and do the whole thing?
Yeah. Bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap and
You know,
all that.
So as a VFW member, you know, right now a lot of our support is coming from our friends of the post.
Okay.
Right. So we have our auxiliary, which is if you're immediate family members like father, son, grandfather, grandmother served overseas, then you can join our auxiliary.
Okay.
That's
But
where
then-
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. And we do. And then, but then if you're like a sponsored member, right, you're like a sponsored guest, right, they're helping out as much as anybody, if not even more than our veterans sometimes, just because the aging population of the veterans,
Right.
their days of being able to go out and get
Mhm.
involved as much as they are as they wish they could, but it's just,
Not a-
you know, look, father time is undefeated, right? And then some of our younger members, right, they are working and they're coaching baseball
Of
and
course,
stuff. So, you know, when our sponsored members are now with you know, I've been encouraging them, so like, hey, we love having you guys here, and you know, you're breathing life into the place just like our veterans are, and you're supporting us with whether you're buying pull tabs or drinks or getting, you know, helping us when we're looking to raise or donate poppies and take donations for that, right? They're all involved. So Mary, right, sponsored member extraordinaire, I mean, has been out pounding the pavement,
Yeah.
getting so many donations, so many gifts. Tuna's been helping out and doing such a great job.
What did you call him?
Tuna.
You do look like Bill Parcells.
I am a
You do
giant
look
fan.
like Parcells. It's probably not why they call you
No,
Tuna.
my
but-
last name's for tuna.
Yeah.
Oh, for Tuna. Okay, gotcha.
So, you know, and it can't be said enough that the support from our community, especially our local community, with donations and gifts and golf bags and rounds of golf and
Good.
whiskey,
Good.
you know,
I'm
bourbon
happy to
bottles,
hear this.
Yeah.
you know, and I look at it by, you know, just kind of, you know, justifying me saying, hey, I want to get us back out in the community because we all want to be our community to support the veterans, but when we show our community, we support them as well.
Mhm.
It's just a great circle. And then
okay, so I'm only because I don't know the answer. I will ask, how do you support the community other than helping veterans? Is it also by sponsoring little league teams? If there's something with the police, like they're doing a fundraiser, the
Oh.
VFW, right? I
Yep.
mean, I know that there's I'm going to use this, and it's probably a terrible example, but I think Fairport has a gun range
Yep.
that I've been to,
Mhm.
but like, you know, maintaining that is probably a cost. So is that like, could it be, for example, not that it should be, the VFW Fairport Police gun range?
I'm unfamiliar with
The gun. I'm using it as an example.
Right, I
not
mean,
saying that, but like, could you
but we-
sponsor something like
Oh,
that?
absolutely.
Okay, that's all I meant.
Yeah.
I don't mean go. See again. I'm not prepared because Mary, and I'm thinking it in the moment. I'm teasing. It's not your fault.
No,
But
Mike's
but
had flashbacks of Rambo. He's ready to go.
yeah, right. And like, it's a fun place because they got this thing like it's a moving target and stuff.
I haven't been there. I've been offered to go. I got to go.
Yeah, it's just it's outdoors. It's a thing, and I think but even that, to have something like that even for veterans would be a nice thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
whatever. So that's the kind of stuff, like
Right.
sponsoring the little leagues, possibly helping.
So we sponsor a team for Fairport Little League.
Yep.
The Post actually chose to sponsor my Monroe County baseball region travel team. I have a 15U team that I manage.
Okay.
They're sponsoring my team. There are logos on our jerseys this
Right.
year. We donate money quite a bit to the high school, right? We, $500 to support the senior bash.
There used to be a scholarship when I was a kid in my town. I'm not from here, but that the VFW was like,
Okay.
you had to write an essay. And
Oh,
stuff
so
like
that's the Voice of Democracy and Patriots Penn scholarship programs.
Yeah.
I run those for our VFW Post,
Yep.
and that's something we do every year.
Yeah. See, I think that you're right. So there's a tremendous amount you guys do for the community.
Correct.
That's a lot.
And right now, unfortunately, Pittsford is kicking the crap out of Fairport in participation. So
in the VFW participation
in our scholarship.
Wow. I mean, I traded myself from Pittsford to Fairport. I switched teams. And I have like 2 kids that went to Pittsford schools and one that's now going to Fairport.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you got a rival where you're going.
I know. Yeah. Well, one I won't even say where he ended up for high school, but completely. They had a good baseball team. Okay. I think this is, I love hearing about this. And I think the VFW owes you at least a hearty slap in the back, because nobody's really built this. I haven't heard of anybody doing this kind of stuff. Like, you really breathe life into this.
Yeah,
what I understand.
And I came in with the ideas and the willingness to act on it, and then other people saw it and they got involved. So it's not just me. It is a team effort.
Yeah, but it takes somebody to show by example. It takes a leader
or kickstart it.
Yeah, kickstart it. Right, exactly. It's a great one too. Kickstart it. And
I'm just spitting them out like a Rolodex.
There you go. I see why you keep them around.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. This is why. This is
funny.
Pop a couple drinks in him. It's even better.
I bet. I have seen him at Mall Connery's, but I don't know if I've ever really interacted with him. So to me, I think this is great. And I know that the podcast, not everybody is listening necessarily in our area. Majority are. But I don't care where you are in the country. There's probably a VFW. Throw a little support their way. Find out more. Learn more about it. And maybe you can be an auxiliary member if you're not. Maybe you are. Maybe you have a child who served. I don't know. It sounds like something that should be looked at, and then do more.
And even so, Fairport also has an American Legion post. It's really struggling, and it's on the verge of possibly folding.
Okay.
Excuse me. And the commander, Lucian Moore II of that post, kind of reached out to me asking for assistance and breathing some life into it. So me and another post member, Jay Edgerton, have taken that on. We talked to our membership, and we're going to, as a VFW post, we're going to let the Legion use our post as a base, and we're going to help them try to boost their membership up too. So, again, even Legion post, like Webster has a home, Enfield has a home, but it's not open to the public, or it's not open for drinks or bar service or anything, so trying to get, if you don't qualify for the VFW, you can qualify and you qualify for the Legion. It's just another way of getting more veterans in. And then the more veterans that we have engaged.
What are the requirements for the American Legion?
For the American Legion, so they changed their status or their requirements. It used to be you had to have served during a time of combat. It was very much like the VFW, except you didn't have to leave the States. Then they included the Cold War, and now I think, and I don't know what makes them different from AMVETS at this point, but it's as long as you served 1 day on active duty, you can qualify for the American Legion. So if you never made it overseas to qualify for the VFW, but you did serve, the Fairport Legion is we're rebuilding it. We're going to try to revive it and rebuild it. And now's the time, because when I got involved with the VFW and took it over, I mean, I had a fight in my hands to breathe new life into it, to get
what does that mean?
New energy. Well,
was it, hey, we're going to have bands on a Thursday night, and you hear from the back, go over my dead body.
Well, yeah, right. When even now we're talking about having jumbo shrimp from 7 to 10, and you get a comment, no, bad things happen at 7 p.m. And it's like, you need to have the band at 2 p.m. We're like, what? Wait, I'm sorry, what? Like, nobody's coming at 2 p.m. for a band, right? So it's the people that used to have this VFW post reeling and rocking back in the day, right? Now it's 7 p.m. They want to be in the easy chair, watching the ball game, right? And don't get me wrong, me too on some nights, but that's when you want to have life and excitement in your organization and give people a reason to come and participate,
right?
And then when they do that, they can find out all of the good stuff.
Are you on social media?
We are.
The VFW?
Yep.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. I'm trying to do more with the Instagram. Unfortunately, our Instagram is it's followed mostly by other VFW and Legion posts. And that's a way of seeing what everybody's doing,
right?
Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But so the with bringing the Legion in, a lot of the posts nowadays are joint posts, just because you're maintaining 2 buildings in the same town, and it's just a way of kind of sharing costs. But
it's
just giving veterans another opportunity to come out and get involved.
Right. And I think that most people learn these days about things online.
Yes.
You know what I mean? From online stuff. Just a suggestion, I would suggest that if you are can put up a sign, if you take video or anything and post it, please tag us and put your tags on there so people see that this is the VFW at the VFW, right? That's where Jumbo Shrimp was. That's where the food was. That's where whatever.
Right.
And I think that can.
I think we even. I
think that stealth marketing stuff can really help.
We even have one of those. I think we got it for our golf tournament a couple of years ago, like one of the Hollywood backdrop style where you stand in front of it. And take a picture.
And repeat. Yeah.
Take your picture, tag the VFW.
Tag the VFW, right?
America's
take video, tag it.
Let's go.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'd have things all over the place just to remind people, because you just have to tell people more than 3 times you have kids.
Yeah.
3. Mary, anything else you want to add?
Can I thank some of the sponsors?
You sure can.
All right. I'll try to remember everybody. Fairport Music Fest, Fam.
Yeah.
Fairport Police Benevolent Association, Fairport Village Inn, McConnery's, Blanket by Bella, Blankets by Terry, Iron Smoke. What's the golf course?
Eagleville.
Eagleville. No, I like why. It's fine. You don't have to remember everything.
Scott's going to kill me.
No, Eagleville. I like Eagleville.
The Cabot Group, the DeMonte Group, Coke, Lake, White Wisner, a range of golf products from different golf companies, Rochester Ice Rink.
It's good.
That's about it.
It's a lot of work when it goes into these types of things, right? It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's an awful
and
lot.
Rochester Ice Rink and the junior Americans over there, they're huge supporters of us. So
good.
Let me just thank Georgetown Liquor and Lisa's Liquor Barn also, please.
Okay. You just did.
Okay.
That's
great.
wonderful. All right. So again, June 13th, what time?
June 13th, we're going to start the raffles and such, I believe, at 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the last meeting. I had a baseball game. So 5 p.m., but I mean, if anybody wants to come earlier in the day, right,
Are they, let's say looking for, I want to get lubed up before Jumbo Shrimp.
You want to catch a little glow. We open at noon, and it'll be open.
Okay.
We'll be open for everybody at noon that day.
At noon that day.
Right. The raffles.
We open the door 11:30 for you, just in case.
Okay.
The raffles will start around 5 p.m.
Okay.
And I think by 6:30, 6:45-ish is we're going to have just a very short, I don't want to say ceremony, but little birthday celebration on the hill. A couple people will say a few words, hopefully, about.
I think Mary has bagpipes, right? You got bagpipes?
Yes, 3.
Sweet. Bagpipes are coming.
Yeah.
And then
play Amazing Grace. It always makes me cry.
I don't know what they'll do.
When they do that. They play at my grandfather's funeral.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we want to keep the energy up. We don't.
All right,
we don't want Amazing Grace leading into Jumbo Shrimp, right? So after little birthday celebration on Freedom Hill, we're gonna go right into Jumbo Shrimp, tearing the place up.
Good.
Yeah, we don't want Bill and I sobbing.
No, they cried in the background or on each other's shoulders, blubbering. Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too, Tuna. You're my favorite.
I've got a hard enough time getting through my day without having Amazing Grace on an excited night, right?
Right. Exactly. Mary,
I'm sorry.
Jesus, do you know podcast etiquette at all? My God.
I'm sorry, I didn't know how to turn it off.
I'm teasing you.
Oh my God.
It's called the off button.
So much fun.
Oh my
God.
God.
Gentlemen and Mary, I think this has been very enlightening for people. I love knowing more about it. And I'm happy to get the word out. And I'm serious about doing the live podcast. It may be something that we look at for, summer's hard to get people out sometimes. You're better with indoor events. And, by the way, the other thing is we should talk about booking a comedy show.
Hey, let's go.
We've
had a couple members who have been interested in trying to, he was part of like a veterans comedy troupe, and he always wanted to book comedy shows or whatever. And as we've increased what we do and we're getting the place going again, entertainment wise, right, with bands and stuff, comedy comes up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Something to do.
Yeah,
So
I think you should
you know,
Talk
you're,
about it.
you're talking to the right guy, and
Yeah.
I'm all in
Yeah,
on
I
that.
mean, I really think like it should become a space for people to have fun, right,
Yeah.
and live.
Mhm.
But also, it's the VFW, and you can kind of feel good about helping support those who served,
Right,
and
absolutely.
and show you give a shit.
Yeah,
That, you know,
absolutely. I
in-
mean,
in
And
the
life's
end.
way too short. You got to laugh more.
Oh,
Yeah.
I always say, you know,
Fly.
I always say this, and I don't know if most people will agree or not, but I always go, you only die once,
Yep.
so you better start living, right?
Yeah.
You better start living.
You never
And
know when the
absolutely.
guy upstairs is going to take you.
You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Kyle Busch,
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
41 years old.
Yeah.
I
In
just
a
won a race.
simulator, yeah, on
And-
a simulator on Wednesday, dies on
Yeah.
Friday.
Crazy.
I haven't heard as to why.
I was seeing some stuff on the news, something he had like ammonia. Then they said something with it could affect it with the G forces in the simulator.
Oh, 100%.
Made it worse. Then he like
Flu-
coughing blood and yeah.
Pneumonia's a bear.
Yeah.
And usually doesn't get you that young. I mean, not that you can't get it. I got it a lot as a child, and then got it once as an adult, and it knocked me out for a week. So I can't imagine trying to push yourself back to a simulator. But he had just won the race the week prior. I don't think anybody knew he was dealing with anything like that. Not the bottom line is you never know.
You never
You
know.
never
You
know.
never know.
Yeah.
So, and I think this is great, and I hope everyone comes out for the 250th on June 13th. I hope
Again,
that
open to the public.
open to the public.
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah, I hope you'll explore the Thursday nights when they're open to the public as well, right, for dinner, and then
Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday. Okay, and what's the address again, just for people who may not know?
300 Macedon Center Road, right
Yeah.
here in Fairport.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I want to
Appreciate
thank you for giving us the opportunity to do
Yeah,
this, Lovey.
Well, how could I not? Look at that face. Who's going to say no
Oh.
to that face? Come on, Mary. You're
Thank
the
you.
sweetest human being on the planet, and you're easy to make fun of.
I think she's on the Canadian dollar.
You're not lying.
Yeah, but you're so playful. You're such a good, like, there's just a vibe about you, and you should know that. You should know that.
Thank you.
People love when you're around. I'm Bill Moran. I hope you please go out and check out the VFW wherever you are, but certainly here in Fairport, we got to go because Mary keeps getting calls.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed.
That's right. My phone's been vibrating my testicles for half an hour.